Who talks first? You talk? I talk?
You can talk.
Yeah, so last time we Serafina disclosed to the group that she's got a lot going on that's been going on mentally and I guess a little bit physically because it's like inside her with Kit, and talked about like the connection between Kit and the Izanami and what's the other one? Starts with an M.
Golly.
Magali
Magali.
Diaphthora.
Yeah, Flora.
With Izanami and Magali and how Kit's related to them, as well as Jaliope's magic comes from ginger ale. Seems to come from Magali. We went to the Quiver to discuss about the mission that we had done in recovering McStavius and talk about like finding the family and everything, and also letting them know that like there seems to be a greater entity happening.
Mm-hmm.
And that the family that he is tied to is the Quiver family. Am I remembering that correctly?
Swift
Quiver. I wrote down Quiver.
That who's tied to?
Synonym. The McStavius.
No, he was. His name was Mixtavius Penfluitius. He was claiming to be of the Penfluitius family. However, when the group made it to the Quiver and they were talking about, oh, we dropped the body off, did the family come by identify it? They found out that wasn't even their son. That must have been someone using a fake name.
No, we
were told
Wait,
that
wasn't that it?
No, what was told is that he was supposed to be like off at school.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
that's what they said. He's
about
off at school.
his
Right.
He was off at school, that the family didn't sanction this trip. They believed him to be at school and didn't realize that he was missing / dead. Is what we were told.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was then why do I have Swift Quiver written down? Because I remember that being a thing.
Because we were trying to find somewhere where we can research this sort of stuff, and their like family library was like the best place to do that.
Right.
I will say, I must have not been clear enough in what I said then. They were saying that was not their kid when they showed up to ID the body.
Oh yeah, they didn't show up, Rufio.
Okay.
Yeah, we were told they didn't show up. That they were told. We were told by Victor that they didn't realize
now I remember it all.
Son.
My notes were not clear enough for me. I'm sorry. I didn't write down enough of the middle part of the notes, I guess. Like,
man, it's unfortunate that like you can't like go back and watch what happens on like some sort of recorded video.
I don't mean my notes on the session. I mean my notes about the information to give you, because that's my reference.
Yeah, so that's not their kid, is what you're telling us?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
That seems awfully convenient to have come up with in between sessions.
It would have. I guess it would have been convenient if I had come up with it between sessions.
But, okay, so
I mean this is no insult because I love you, Rufio. I genuinely, again, love you. I don't think he would be smart enough to come up with that in between sessions. That's literally just ADHD at work.
I was gonna say never attribute to malice what you can easily attribute to ADHD.
Yeah. Oh, I need that cross stitched. All right.
Quote. I'm writing that down.
That's fantastic.
I couldn't get my horns to stay on correctly.
Oh, cute. But yeah, Ophelia went back to the cult, talked a little bit to them. I remember she talked about Calliope.
Yes.
And I remember it being like, take care of it, but I don't remember the details. And then I got the reminder to send back the gloves, and I sent back the gloves.
You remember to send the thing back. I remember that.
Yeah.
You did. And you got a wand.
I did get a wand.
Doesn't have a full description yet.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. And yeah, then you went to the quiver. Turns out the DM didn't say all the things that he should have said to you. But yeah, they denied that being their child. And that saves you a little bit of time.
Who is this then?
That's a very good question.
Collection agency person. So who posted the bounty?
Yeah.
The quest came in. Oh, like who actually gave up the gold? Like for it?
Like who paid for us to go up there?
No one paid for it initially. Victor said he was gonna figure out how to get you money afterward because this was posted by the guy who escaped and ran down the mountain. And he's working class.
I remember the.
He was looking up notes. I know that the guy like came in. I thought that it was posted by the family or something, but I might be missing.
Yeah, like I feel like I remember the guy saying something about like he reported to the family and the family was like, take this to the guild.
I feel like I remember that too, but I could be going.
Really,
if it's in your
matter.
notes, I'll believe you, but I don't remember that. Yes,
it's fine. But yeah. So regardless, we got a little bit of gold last time, I believe.
I spent all my gold.
No, we have like I think we got like 1,000 each or something, right?
Yeah, but Jen or Kurg spent most of it on armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to stop being squishy.
I wasn't sure if we did that already. I was also very tired last session, so I'm not very good at
So was I, to be fair.
We each got like 800 something, and Kurg immediately spent that on armor.
Okay. And then you, Seraphina, have the like ice bombs that we should sell.
Can I keep one because they're pretty?
Yeah, but I'm like, you could do whatever you want. I'm just saying. I know we had talked about selling that.
Yeah.
You had talked about. I gave no input on that.
Yes, but we listen to our friends when they say to sell the consumables.
Listen, I know that you're like our leader, but like that sounds a little dictatorish, and I'm not here for that.
They're worth like 400 gold.
Okay, maybe I can sell one.
Folded like a lawn chair.
Listen, Seraphina likes shiny things, but she also really likes money. She is a rogue for a reason.
They're worth 450 each.
Yeah. What's the sell price on it, Rufio?
Yeah.
What's the sell price?
Oh, I put this. That's the sell price.
Yeah. So yeah, like that's a lot of gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've convinced me. I need incense as well.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do the like bullshit item stuff first. We're gonna be in the city for a couple days, yeah, or a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like.
Then here I'm gonna put these boots down. That's from the Frost Toad. I think had them for Kurik.
Yeah. Did I?
Or had them like set up to like when we need to get them made.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need to get made.
So Kurik can take care of that. Whatever gold needs there, and yeah. Other than that, I need to probably buy some spells.
For sure. Let me read these.
Those are mine?
Yeah, pick those up.
Sorry. My sister decided to come in and I was trying to listen to her and you guys, and she was being very loud.
Mm-hmm. Wait, that's not the correct description. Why is it over here?
Doju's.
Rufio, I'm gonna buy Identify, learn it, and get the reagent for it. Okay.
Sure.
And that should be 200.
Oh, whoops. Edit. Unidentified subscription. Boom. Identified subscription. Boom.
I really need to take better notes. What the fuck is... You know what we were just... When we just watched the whole, like, Stephen Colbert thing, and he was like, I don't know why I wrote this?
Yeah.
Literally me right now. My aunt, uncle, and cousins names, because they're written real big, because I kept forgetting them. So yeah, I guess I'll sell, because I have 2 of those.
I thought you had 3. I thought we had like 3 total, but...
I thought you had 4.
I have 2.
I used one to make my reagent, Rufio.
Yeah, I had... I think you have
3.
1, Kurik. I had 3, and gave 1 to Zarin. So I have 2.
I think you...
Kurik, I have 2 in my inventory right now.
Okay, so you have 2. I have 2 in my inventory. I know I had another one that I gave to Zarin.
Yeah, here, 1 second. Let me see.
I got 2 shinies.
Oh, no, but I deleted all that.
I'm going to...
We can say that you had 5 and you have 4 now. I think that sounds right to me. I'm not too worried about 400 gold. I don't think you guys will break the game in any way.
No, I'm kidding.
Did we distribute
the almost
gold
impossible to do. In the haversack? I don't think so. Like 5e is so balanced that it's hard to do anything to.
Yeah.
No, because we didn't, because I just Sorry, I'm looking at my notes where I found the haversack. I have over 1,000 gold, and then I put 3,250.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we ended up going back and asking. I asked how much it was, and then there was some diamonds for Revivify.
Mm-hmm. So
3?
those were taken out. There were 3 of those. So that would be 900 for Revivify, right? It would be 1500 if it were Raised Dead. Is that right?
Yeah, Revivify's 300.
Yeah.
Okay. So take that from the 3,000.
2050, 2350.
2350, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Divide that by 4. Everyone gets 587 gold. Except Seraphina, she'll get 586.
Sure.
Yeah. Rufio, what's it say my gold used to be?
Where are you looking?
Look in your
What
chat
do you
log.
mean?
In your chat log. Does it say that gold changed?
Oh, yeah. 684. You did not have 588,368 gold.
All right, so plus 587.
Yes.
Yeah, you see what happened.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. And so that's to buy or to learn counterspell from the book that you gave me.
Cool.
Counterspell. What else from the book? Okay.
I guess I would sell one of these core fusion gems. I'll just delete it from my inventory. Question mark.
Selling one of the fusion core gems or the crystal gems?
Is it the crystal? The ice?
Yeah, crystal
clusters.
birds. Yeah. Just delete
Okay.
them from your
Yeah.
inventory if you saw them.
So delete them and then add the gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is 450.
450 for each one.
Hey, I'm not broke now.
Fine, I'm getting there. Spell by spell. Rufio, I'm just learning a bunch of spells from the over the next day. I'll be doing this, but from the book.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
doing counterspell, slow, shield, sleep so far.
Nice.
Even though I
Shields
feel like
are really
slow, I
good,
should have
though.
gotten from the Thargos, but it's fine.
Did you actually get a spell from him?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just do that from the Thargos instead if you want.
Yeah, do an augmented slow. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't written it yet, so I'm just gonna put slow in here, and then I'll go back and.
Yeah. Maybe something that like adds an effect when it starts on the next turn or something, or
I don't know.
that would be. I don't know if you could put that in, right? Like.
Yeah, I'll think on it.
Or like it like makes the oozy stuff drip from them, so even when they like break out of it, they still have to deal with it for the turn or something.
I mean, you
Like,
could
so
just
it
do
isn't like a
you
sucker
could just
save.
do it's slow plus fairy fire.
True. Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah. Okay, what other spells do I want, guys?
What do you have access to?
3rd levels.
5-level wizard, right?
Yeah.
You have Featherfall because we made that joke about it's for Seraphina.
Yeah.
I'm looking up spells.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Didn't I want to get see invisibility for some reason? Yes, I did. I'm gonna get see invisibility. So that's 100 for the scroll, and then 100 to transcribe it.
Does it matter what school?
No, not for wizards. Not anymore. Okay, see invisibility.
You took counterspell?
Yeah.
Ophelia, do you have Speak with Dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't we use it? Yeah, we did use it.
We did use it, yes.
I believe you wasted one of the questions immediately.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. What should we ask him? There are many good questions.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Oh. Rufio, I want to find this.
Location. You want to find one of those?
Yeah, it's uncommon.
Yeah, you could do that. It's an uncommon. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Cost.
God, what do it's not very much. What it's like 100 usually for a wondrous item uncommon.
But I usually do like between 100 and 300 usually is fine.
Yeah.
For something like that, I would probably do like 150 to 200.
And like, yeah, and how much, like, I guess, like, how fancy do you want it to look and nice? Like, I'm gonna guess the real cost is in like what the amulet is inlaid in.
Yeah, the spell it's based off of is like second level, so
second level scroll is like 200 to make, or is it just 150?
I think it's 150. Or no,
okay, then
I think it's 50 a level. At least for the first couple of levels.
Okay.
Call it 300.
Yeah,
it's fine.
No, 150.
Was there something you and I were talking about for Seraphina to look for?
No, I already bought it.
Oh.
Other people can do stuff while I'm doing wizard stuff.
I'm
trying to think if there's anything that Seraphina needs.
Yeah.
I would benefit from. I mean, is there like a +1 short bow by any chance? Do those exist?
You'd be able to find one of those.
How much would it be?
It would, let's see, 100 gold plus. How much does just the bow cost?
I mean, usually it's
25.
like
25.
And then +1 is usually not an expensive. Like when it was an enchantment, it wasn't the most expensive enchantment.
yeah. I mean, like I said, like 300 is about where I cap
Yeah.
out on for like uncommon items, and like a +1 weapon is usually about 300.
Yeah. I'll say 300 then.
Okay, just so I can do a little more damage if I'm having to use my bow.
And
ow, fuck. I'm fine. I pinched my finger.
That's okay.
300.
Yes.
Rufio, did I mess up my gold again?
No, it's correct. Zarin the character doesn't notice.
What do you mean? Why is my gold different, Rufio?
That you have exactly as much gold as Zarin thinks he has.
But I've spent more than that in this session.
I know.
Not all of us are
Trust
good at math.
I'm
I'm not.
Trust me. I can see the history, and it's the right number.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what I love that module, by the way, that shows you the history, because like shit like that happens.
Yeah, no, it's the correct number. Also, like Kurik, I know it was in 3rd edition as a weapon, and I don't think it's not in 5e. There used to be composite longbows that you could apply your strength modifier to.
Ooh.
Well, you could apply up to like the value for the bow.
Right. Oh, I see. So if it was a +1, you could do a +1. Really? I thought it was stronger than
it wasn't.
that.
No, it was something along those lines. It wasn't like you can apply you can attack with your strength. It's just you can do extra damage, I think, based if you had high strength.
Then never mind. I was wrong about how it worked.
It's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't just use your strength. I know that.
That'd be
because I know as a barbarian, it is sometimes annoying when things are far away.
I mean, you just use a javelin.
You have javelins.
I have my javelins, but
I know, but like,
I need to be better about remembering they're there. I think it's the story of my life in D&D. I got to remember what I have.
Do we think we're gonna go underwater at any point?
I was looking because the spell. Yeah, I was looking at that because I was kind of thinking it wouldn't be a bad utility spell to have.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do scroll or water breathing and learn it, Rufio.
Is there a way for me? No, that was
what?
Sure thing.
Buying something. So it's the shops. I was thinking of the shops.
Yeah,
so I can put the short bow in my.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah, I'll put that in there for you.
Some people, you know.
Do a little more. I love you, Rufio.
I'm not offended. I'm mad that technology made me have to put everything in the goddamn game.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I guess I don't really need my short bow, so like I would sell that one also. Not necessarily worried about getting the money for it, but
yeah, I mean just delete it. Like old equipment is worth like coppers.
Yeah. What the fuck is this fire rock that I found? So remember it interacting with the ice feather that Kurik had. So I want to know what the fuck this fire rock is.
I want to, yeah.
It's a nice fire rock.
While attuned
It's
to this
technically
rock, I may
just a
deal
fire rock.
But it says while attuned to it, I may deal additional damage equal to my spellcast modifier when I use a fire spell. I don't have fire spells, god damn it. I don't have fire spells. Well,
Sounds like you need fire spells.
My sorcerer's burst can do fire damage. If I choose fire. Yeah, because the rest of
Zarin probably has fire spells.
Zarin
Oh,
does
he
have
for
fire
sure
spells.
does.
Rufio, I wanted to see how long it would take her to figure out.
No, I was getting there. I was getting there. Truthfully, I was like, I don't have any of this. So
I was literally just thinking, damn, I wish I had fireball. And I was like, wait!
No, because that's literally because I was like, because I looked at my Eldritch Blast and I was like, no, and I was like, well, there's Firebolt, and that's right as I thought Firebolt is when. So I was like seconds away from getting to it.
Fair.
Hey, Zarin.
Yeah. Oh.
When Zarin German.
Yeah.
Yes, Serafina. I don't know what my accent is anymore. It's been a long time.
No, you sound right now. So I found this little rock while we were up in the mountains. And like while it's like a nice little like hand warmer, I'm not very fire inclined. But you do fire stuff. So here.
Is this one of the things that we pulled out of the swirly black portal thing?
Yes. Yes.
But I actually wanted I spent the morning was able to procure a spell that lets me get a little more information about items and things and magical artifacts of that kind. And I wanted to actually look more into these artifacts that we have found that are perhaps not originating in this version of this world, if that makes sense.
Yes.
What is the weird look you're giving me, Serafina?
There's no weird look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Sherilyn made a weird look because she heard an echo of herself.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, that happens. I'll turn my mic a little bit more.
No, you're fine. I only heard it when I said the yes. Yeah, no, that makes sense because I mean, do the magic thing, Magic Man.
Yeah, so yeah, Rufio, I will spend the rest of whatever day we're on sort of going through the things that we have and identifying them just to see if there is anything different about the key, like this rock, like all of the things that we have that are like not of this timeline, essentially. Because I think we have one or two more things, like the feather that
we have the rock, the feather, the key.
Probably something that Ophelia has that she doesn't share with us.
Probably something Ophelia forgotten. Wait, can you
think
identify
so.
this locket that I have?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can do that. So yeah. Ritual casting.
You don't want to burn all your spell slots?
No, it's a fucking ritual. It's like what you do. So yeah, I will go through if there is anything else to learn about any of the items review.
I guess like what are you looking to learn?
I mean, part of it is just seeing if like the way that these are created, like identify in game, like
sort of like feeling like the arcane energy of it.
Yeah, and like seeing like
yeah,
were these written in Old English or were they written in cuneiform or you know that sort of thing. Like was the magic written in a version of magic that isn't
that exists
to
now?
us? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more than like identify does, but it's the same sort of idea,
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I think that's actually fair and a good idea. Roll an Arcana though. Because this is using a spell in a unique way. 22, yeah. So as you're remind me all the items you have again. Fire rock, feather. Are you doing the locket as well?
Rock, feather, key.
Right.
The locket we'll do that last. Does Ophelia have anything that's weird and
the new thing I got, which is the wand? But I got it as a gift.
Where did you get the scythe?
Did I get the scythe? Did I find it?
We found the scythe. We found the scythe.
Yeah.
I've been using vultures, right? Yeah, the vultures.
Yeah.
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 It was one of the sticks in the vulture's nest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't have the gloves anymore.
Mm-mm.
You got the wand instead. What's the Rotwalker necklace? Where'd you get that?
I've had this for a while.
He's had that since the forest.
Yeah.
It was in a hidden compartment in the bag that the scout had that Craig's crushed the skull of.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just those 4 things then, Rufio.
Okay.
22 on the Arcana.
Yeah, no, you did great. Yeah, so as you're going over these things, you very quickly and easily notice that the rock and the feather are giving like a very like resonant magical frequency, arcane signature, as you're like not only just like focusing on them, but like having them near each other as they start sort of reacting with like this soft snowfall even starting to happen around the feather, and the rock sort of like sparking up with little flames. But it does seem to be a harmonious reaction, not a like violent, volatile one. That like you're getting from their magic. The key, as you're sort of reading over that, you get this really bizarre and weird feelings, Aaron. While you do sort of feel this like dark sort of signature that's like comes through a lot of the magic that you've seen in your hometown, you also sort of you get this almost very specific feeling of yourself. Like when you cast spells, it sort of feels similar to what you get from this key. And the locket is unlike any of them. It seems to be just a cursed, evil-ass locket. It's not hiding that. You should not open it.
I'm not even making that face for me.
I mean, I can go get remove curse. Or no, I think actually, that's a.
Ophelia has remove curse.
Yeah.
I'll rephrase that. It is not a cursed locket. The locket does evil magic. It is not a curse.
That's fair.
It's just demonic.
Yeah.
not a cursed item, it's just a demonic item.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Well, Serafina, the locket, it is just bad. It does evil magics. It is made of evil magics. It smells like evil magic. It is not good for what you can see.
She pockets it.
But the others, they are much what we had already thought of. But the feather that Kurek has and this rock seem to have some sort of synergy, or like they almost like they know each other, or are old friends.
Roll an insight, actually, as you're sort of like focusing and thinking on them and like thinking about their signature. As you're like sort of thinking about that signature, you actually do get this sort of like similar calm, like peaceful feeling, almost like when you were you sort of felt that resistance to the sloth around you when you were reciting the poem of the lunar child.
I mean, we got the feather from there.
From the guy, yeah.
That had to deal with the moon something or other.
Yeah, lunar child, cult of the pale circle.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Oh, the cult of the pale circle and their lunar magic. Interesting. Serafina, looking over the notes that I have from the pearl that we entered. You remember the pearl that we entered?
Yeah, kind of hard to forget.
It seems that the person that originally perhaps created or trapped Lithargos in the pearl went by the name of Jaren Swiftquiver. Are you okay, Serafina? You have looked like I don't know, like you're I don't know.
I am okay as can be. It's I'm having difficulties on the realization that there may be one way or another, if with the fact that there's a chance that my mother is wrapped up in all of this in one way or another, that with my father having last been, seen with this family's name who keeps popping up in this town, that he might somehow end up being involved in all of this. And I don't want him to be. Care about my mother. She means nothing to me. But I don't want anything to happen to my dad. And I need to find him.
Well, then I think we will need to check with the guild and see if we have a contact or an in with this Swiftquiver family. I know that was what we were trying to work towards. With I forget what we exactly did, but that is what we are trying to work towards for multiple reasons, and when we're there, perhaps we have time to ask some other questions of them as well. But that is all that I can. I mean that I think we have been, I think, converging upon meeting with this family for a while, and so it is, I think, almost time.
Do I, like, having grown up in this town and my father being a merchant, do I know anything about the Swiftquiver family?
You would know that they were just very legendary adventurers. One of the most Jaren Swiftquiver specifically, you would know for like many of his famous hunts. Yeah.
Do they have any connection to the cult? Like, you never know.
You could see. Yeah, you could find. You could try and find out.
Okay.
Are they a human family, elf family, tiefling?
They are humans.
They are humans. Okay.
Yes.
And they're just a very like rich adventuring families, made a name for themselves and have lots of riches because of all the adventuring they've done.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, not quite as prolific as they once were.
Right.
A lot of the children have gotten lazy from having easy lives.
Yeah.
Not having to hunt.
What was the name of the guy?
Jaren.
Jaren.
Who presumably was like ancient, right? Ruvio?
Yeah, sorry, I was helping kill. That would have not. Let's see, ancient. Yes, he would have been.
Because if he was there for the beginning of the Pearl, that was.
Yeah, it was like 1,300 years, I want to say.
Yeah, that's ancient.
Yeah. He's long gone.
Yeah,
if they're human, then that definitely means. Okay.
Yeah. They definitely run like adventurer training schools still. Like that's, like a consistent way to bring in money.
Right. No, I'm just thinking that like there's probably to a certain extent that like Serafina probably interacted with a couple of like would have been kids are now adults. Like when she was a kid kind of thing.
Possible.
Okay.
If you ever helped your dad with his work, very more likely.
Yeah, I mean she would have, followed along. And stuck close to him, but also, ran around and had fun in the streets with the other street kids. Helped her dad also as a kid. Her dad wanted her to be a kid, so she may have been semi-familiar with them, but wouldn't extensively know them then.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's at this point that's our. I think that's our next step between that and figuring out what the fuck is going on with the Penfluitius family is what we were. Is that what the Quiver was saying that we should talk to or go to the library of the Swiftquivers for?
No, that was more.
Or
just
was it for Magali?
Magali.
I mean, everything seems to be like that's our next step.
Yeah. So yeah, we can move out and head towards the quiver to see if we've gotten any word back on that. I assume it's been like a couple days past, you know.
Quick question before we move forward so I don't forget. How much does a block of incense cost? Were we just doing it because my...
I mean, if you're doing for Find Familiar, just buy gold amounts for what you need for Find Familiar. So just buy 50 gold worth of incense, not a block of incense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going, because it's 10 gold, I believe.
Yeah.
Burning incense worth 10 plus gold, which the spell consumes. I am going to get 100 gold worth of incense. So I have 10 uses. So I'm putting in my inventory the 10, as in I have 10 uses of them.
Yeah.
And I'll change 4. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to do that real quick before I forgot.
No problem. All right. Yes, you find yourselves walking up to the quiver. And, typical chatter on the inside, people talking about their quests, what's going on, eating some food, sharing some techniques.
Didn't we hear something about Gideon last time we were here, that he was returning from...
Gideon. Yeah, he's returning.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll make our way back and see if Victor's there in his office.
As you walk back, you do see Victor at his table, just sort of looking through just like a stack of papers, trying to piece together what's actually important in the different things he's looking at, making sure that the quests he gets for people are actually good ones.
Good morning, Victor.
Oh, yes, Zarin, come in.
I wanted to touch base and see if you had heard back on from the Swiftclover family about our ability to access their library.
I think so. Let me check. Let me see here. As he sort of goes over to like a little different pile of paper he has and starts looking through them. And he goes, yes, right here. He goes, unfolds it. Seems here, unfortunately, the Swiftquiver family is leaving in a few days, and they will not be able to have you in the residence while they were gone. So they will be. They said they will reassess our request when they come back.
Where are they going?
They did not specify that in the letter, but
Can we not go
maybe
before
vacation?
they leave?
I mean, if that were what they wanted, I'm sure that's what they would have written in the paper.
And they didn't say how long they'd be gone for?
It says that they're having some work done on the home, and they will be gone until about a week after it's finished.
So, like, is it going to take a month for that, or like 2 weeks?
I can't tell you. I'm sorry.
It's very upbeat music for
It
basically
is
saying
for getting bad news.
Yeah. What was our other lead, guys?
We didn't have one.
That was.
I mean, I can take you guys to see my friends, and maybe we could see if they could help out. You know the good old saying, we got friends in low places. Like
I
the
will
grave,
say,
you know.
I think handling the item thing earlier may have caused this to not be a thought. But I was still planning on you guys going somewhere to talk to someone about getting your magic items.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, we could do that. I didn't realize you were trying to RP that.
Part of it.
Eventually, they're going to give us an adventure.
Oh, I know where. What else did we have to go there for? Just the item? I feel like there's something else, because it was the alchemical secrets or whatever. Right? And then there's a artificer that lives next door sort of deal.
No, Fabled Phials.
Yeah, same difference.
Yeah.
Yes,
who has a workshop inside the store.
Yeah. Was there some other reason we needed to go there? Was there another thing that we heard about for Fabled Phials?
I don't remember.
I feel like there's another reason.
There was. I don't think I wrote it down though.
Oh, I know. The other reason was because that was where we were led to make a container for the scalpel.
That's right.
Right. Yep.
You forgot that?
I mean, I definitely said that. I forgot that I told you that. Yes.
Yeah. Because we had asked about or talked to somebody about that, I feel like. So yeah, so we can head that way. Because I don't think we have anything else that Victor will have for us right now, right?
No, unfortunately not. I'm really sorry, guys. I know that it's really important to you. Unfortunately, I've put out my feelers too about this Magali and just haven't gotten much back.
That is
lots of people saying it sounds familiar, but nobody with anything that knows anything.
That is okay. We will continue researching as we go, and if there's no one, then there's no one. But as long as we are trying, then that is all that we can ask for.
Just let us know if you hear when they get back.
Of course. Hopefully something. If you want to pick something up, I'm sure we can get that for you. But if I hope something works out for you. These you off.
Yep.
No.
Open the door for Seraphina to go in. Rufio, you're muted, and you need to quit putting John's old characters in this campaign.
Glorbin?
God, that poor son of a bitch has seen some shit.
He's had some troubles artificing at times.
But yeah, you're muted, by the way, so we didn't hear what you said when.
I was saying, yeah, as you enter the shop, you are greeted by the young lady behind the counter. She goes, "Oh, welcome to Fabled Phials. Please let me know if you need help looking for anything. Our artificer Glorbin is in today. If you are looking for some help with magic items, that's a recent addition to our shop. We're trying to expand a little. And please, if you need any herbs or medicines, just let me know, and there's lots of things I can mix up for you." And then she sees, "Oh, Zarin!" And she sort of like gives you a little wave. "It's good to see you."
What's her name?
Inara?
Inara. Because I feel like I would know that if she knows my name.
Uh-huh.
Is this a character I made or no?
Yes.
Is it?
Yep.
Let me pull up what I have.
Sorry, it's Alara. I got the name wrong, but it's yeah. Elara. Search our chat history. It's in your backstory.
No, I know it's him. I know. That's why I was asking. Because I know I made. I knew I'd made one more. I just can't. What the fuck did I? Can't find it. What's Zarin?
Zarin.
No.
Where's jump to? Just do that. There we go.
What's a good search term? There you go. Okay. Alara, good morning. I am sorry I have not come in the last few months, or last month I guess. I've been abroad a bit with my new friends. We've been traveling. We went to the mountains. We went to the sea, the shore for a little while. We were in a big forest. It has been a lot, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, no, I just wouldn't want to deal with all that. I'm happy to stay here behind the tables and desks and just work in my workshop.
You have to deal with. I feel like you have to deal with a lot less fangs and teeth.
Yeah.
Here than in my profession.
No, it's a lot more my speed. I really appreciate you adventurers going and finding things for people like me, but it's not really my cup of tea.
I'll open my bag and see if I have anything. I think I used. I'm not the one that I have moonveil mushrooms. Are those? I wonder if those are mine or. Mushrooms. Yeah, I'll pull out the moonveil mushrooms that I have. Like I think I have like 13 of them. I don't know if I'm supposed to have them or not, but I'll pull them out. I found these. We found these. Where did we find the mushrooms? Serafina, Ophelia, do you remember? I think it was in the forest. Yes.
Yes.
Serafina, agreeance? Yes. Hello.
Oh, these are really interesting.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think they were in like a cave underneath the forest. I don't exactly remember. I feel like it was like a year ago that this happened, but I think they have preserved decently well. Yes.
Yeah, they look pretty good. Have you done any experiments with them already?
What did we use these for? Do you remember, Serafina, Ophelia? Were they for
the frost wolf?
Yeah, the vial that we used to save the wolf. Was that it?
Yeah.
The moonveil elixir.
That sounds.
No, we had to gather the tear from the wolves to do something with
For
the moonveil mushrooms.
Moonveil elixir.
Yeah.
Did we give it to the? Yeah, we did give it to the wolf. Yeah.
We saved the wolf, and I'll pull out the bowl of blessings. We used this for the I think I gave that to her. We used this to make the elixir that we needed. It was like a serum that sort of like expelled this dark entity from a spectral wolf. I don't know. It was a lot, but if you want and see if you can recover like any remnants from the bowl and the mushrooms and see if it might be of use to you. I know you're always looking for like more knowledge about these sort of things.
Yeah, that would be really great. You don't mind?
No,
I'll get them back to you as soon as I can. Or if you
yeah, I
have more of
mean,
the mushrooms, that would also be great. Or
yeah, I mean the mushrooms. This is what they have. The
okay.
bowl. I think it is like an ancient relic from of Amcilia. I'm not
Oh
sure. Like
wow.
ancient is like a hard term to quantify, but it is very old. At the
Hmm.
very least. I don't think it has like strong powers or anything, but
Then I will be extra careful and not let Glorbin touch it. As she takes the mushrooms
yeah. Here,
and
I was trying to put
the bowl to the back.
I was
Yeah.
trying to put all the mushrooms in there, but yeah, that's fine. I meant
Yeah.
to give all the mushrooms I had.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Um,
And then you see her sort of like come back and take like a few different things from behind the counter and like bundled in her arms and walk them to the back. Just yell for me if you need anything.
yes, you mentioned that you had an artificer on staff now.
Oh yeah, Glorbin. Someone needs your help.
You know,
And
back
as you're standing there, you sort of hear this like slapping of bare feet on the wood walking up. As you see this short, like little goblin with this blue beard and hair, these big sort of wild orange bug eyes, and like this like burned and singed and like clearly he's just wiping whatever like is dirty or messy on him on his clothes. As he walks up to you, he's like, ah.
Oh, hiya. What can I help you with?
Motion to Serafina. You have all
Help.
the stuff we gotta have made.
Oh shit, that's yeah. Okay.
You,
Right.
you loot all the stuff. You gotta deal with all the stuff.
Hi. So
Hi.
we were just on an adventure and we found some neat things and we want to turn it into neater things.
That's yeah, I love that idea. What you got?
Um so we have this this essence. I'm not really sure. How do I just like drop it? Like
Just drag it from your sheet, yeah, onto the ground.
okay. So we have this little thing that we think we can turn it. Will it let me move it?
Probably not.
No, because items are weird and sometimes.
Fine. And we think we can make a couple of different things with it.
Yeah. I've read about these.
We were looking to make a freezing point rapier, a frost furry great axe, and what's the other? What is the? I didn't write down the actual name of the cloak.
Carrion plume cloak.
Carrion plume, yeah, and the carrion plume cloak. I feel like those would benefit us.
He writes all those down, and then you see him like, do you mind if I guess I'm going to be touching it to work on it, but before you officially hand it over, just and he goes, and you see him like sort of put his hands on it, and he's like, anyone who does magic can tell that he's just like reading the magic of it and like trying to like look into it, and then like he's basically doing an identify, but like a quick like some sort of like a business quick like one. And he's like, yeah, that looks right. I should be able to make all those things out of this.
Some.
You mentioned that you have read about something like this.
Well, yeah,
I've heard about these gems. Like, they say that there's like the soul of a creature in them. You must have killed something pretty strong.
Is this a normal thing, Rufia? Because I took it as a byproduct of Vaudemir's bullshittery.
Make a insight check. Like, you haven't heard of it from the quiver or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I must have not. I have not heard of something of this sort of thing. Yes, we did defeat a quite a large creature, but
What was it like?
Honestly, it was not that bad. He sort of just sort of flew there and did not a lot.
Like what? That's not enough description. What was it like? What kind of wings? How big was it? What was its face? Did it look like another monster?
You see him like sort of actually like run off real quick to his workshop and like come back with like a couple different journals that he starts looking through.
Yeah, I was not very close to it. How about Ophelia and Kurek? You can describe to him what the creature that we fought was.
This thing ate me. It had a toad mouth.
And a Yeti head.
And a Yeti head. And vulture wings.
It was an abomination of all sorts. And it needed to be put down, so we put it down. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah. And Zarin is talking out of his ass because that thing didn't do nothing. It ate me.
Interesting.
I got stunned and I wasn't even in that. I got stunned. I wasn't even in that fight.
Yeah, you did like nothing.
Yeah.
He puts down one of the journals and keeps looking through the other.
Yeah, that matches up with what the story says. It always says that it looks like a bunch of different creatures.
The story?
Yeah, he like shows it up like and holds it up, and it seems to be like this sort of like a journal entry and a drawing of a gem with this like swirly energy in it.
Huh.
I wasn't sure they were actually real, but apparently.
Whose journal is that, my friend?
You can do it.
Surely it is not yours if you did not know that this was true or not.
Well, I mean, I'm really not. I probably shouldn't tell you, because it's not my journal. Let's say so. Like,
well, I just told you it was not your journal, so that is not a surprise.
Right. So you so what if you go tell the person whose journal it is, and then they come down here all mad at me?
Did you steal it?
I didn't not steal it.
Do we look like the kind of people who would rat you out for this?
How'd you steal it?
Huh?
How'd you steal it?
Well,
did you sneak into their room at night? Like,
no, the best time to steal stuff is when people are moving things from one place to another place. So like, they were actually displaying this journal as part of like some old adventurer display, and I that's when I took it.
You took it from a museum?
No, it's a private exhibit.
Who's it belong to?
He make a persuasion. Actually, there's rolls for this.
This is stressing Rachel out.
Oh, Rachel.
You said private exhibit. I was like, no.
I don't know. I think I might need to keep some secrets.
You're among friends. I steal stuff.
How about we take a look without you telling us, so that way plausible deniability?
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe if I just left it on the counter.
Exactly. You
You walked
go
away to use the bathroom.
take the essence to the back to start working, and
Make a persuasion, Kirk.
oh god, yay! I haven't made. Oh,
Oh
yeah, not good.
no. I don't know. That now it sounds
What
like you're
about
asking for a bribe almost. Like
No,
are you guys cops?
no? God,
no, god, no.
ugh. What about if
You
it's
have
like
to tell me if you're a cop.
Hi.
No. Listen. I steal stuff all the time. I know what it's like. I know that you don't want to say who really cool things belong to because you don't want them to return to those because you want to keep the cool things. I
Well,
get
yeah.
it. I understand. So, cross my heart. Hope to die, and I put 10 gold on the table and slide my hand back.
I mean, it's
Just to look. Just to look. I don't want to buy it off of you. I just want to look at it. Stolen treasures are so fascinating. I love looking at stolen treasures.
He sort of like looks around and you can see him. He like starts to like turn the book with the cover open. He's like, I just can't tell you whose it is. He's like, and you have to make a perception check.
It is okay. I think we already know who it is. Whose it is.
23.
Yeah, you definitely see a Swift Quiver family crest on it.
Yeah,
God
Yep.
damn it.
I knew it.
I knew it. That's okay. I understand. You can keep this though. Like 100%.
thank
That's
you.
yours.
Yeah. And yeah, let's see. You said sorry, I want to make sure I get all the names correct. You wanted oh my god. The Carrion Plume Cloak, the Freezing Point Rapier, and the Frost Fury Great Axe.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll get started working on this. Gonna take, a couple days, a few days.
Fine, we're
2 to
in a
3.
rush.
Yeah.
Take
Take
your time.
And he takes it to the back. He's, seems very, very excited.
Hmm.
Did he take the book with him?
Yes.
Okay.
God damn it.
We knew he would. Okay, we got to get into that library somehow.
I think we should break in.
That's not a discussion we should have in the open.
I'm whispering.
I'm
I just can't do it in the mic because it won't pick it up.
There is no one nearby.
You don't know that? Somebody could walk in at any point. Case in point, an NPC just appeared on the map. Literally,
Maybe we
as I
should
was
head
about
back
to
to
say that,
Zaren's.
I saw that.
Should we head back to Zaren's?
Maybe. Does Zaren want to say bye to his friend first?
I am still thinking.
Yes, you all see a young lady wearing what appears to be like a servant's outfit walk in and start sort of just like quickly looking through all of the items and labels and stuff as if she's hurriedly looking for something. Do any of you work here?
No.
Oh. Do you know
He
if any
seems
of these
familiar with this place, though.
Oh,
Point to
do you know
Zaren.
do you know if any of these things are good for sleep?
Yes,
Valerian root is good. Lavender, chamomile can also help ease anything. Peppermint's also good for relaxation.
No, the
Chamomile?
the lady of the house has tried all of those things. We need something a little bit stronger.
I mean, valerian root is pretty strong.
It doesn't work for everyone, though.
I mean, I could just cast sleep on them.
We have tried that. She said it didn't really restore her. It just made her unconscious for that amount of time.
Is this woman wearing any heraldry?
Yeah.
Make a perception.
Can I make one as well?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, you just saw it. This swift quiver wearing sigil on her lapel lady. She's walking right in here. Do you know of anything for sleep? We're really desperate.
Well, is it that she can't fall asleep? She can't stay asleep? Is she plagued by nightmares?
Yes.
To all of that.
Yeah. Yes.
Is it
I don't know how much I
recent?
should get into. It started a little bit ago.
Does she need like any assistant? Like we could come by and talk to her and maybe see if we can help her out that way. I am a cleric, but I need to know more information before I help anybody.
Yeah, I also
don't
have some magic means myself.
Oh no, it is a family of means, so they've tried a lot of those easier options. We've had many wizards, we've had clerics come through. We're looking for
So
something else, but we haven't found anything that works yet.
We have the potential. We potentially have something, but it's not. I love watching all of my fellow players' reactions right now.
Oh, I've been thinking it since the start, and I didn't want to say anything.
Serafina would be the one to say something. She would.
Yeah.
But it's not tested per se. The strength of it hasn't been tested.
I mean, I don't know if I'm worried about it being too strong. I guess I don't know that much about magic, but what's the concern?
The concern is that it's not tested.
Yeah.
The concern is the source.
Couldn't it just be dispelled? The source? What do you mean?
It's old magic that hasn't been studied.
Well, old magic can be quite powerful. So, what is this? How do I get whatever this is? Is it a potion or a tincture or?
Well, like I said just a second ago, I think we need to talk to see if like they're even a potential candidate. You know what I mean? Like, because maybe there is something else that we can think of, and this may be too extreme or not good enough. You know, I need to talk to the person.
Trust me, money is no issue. We can try all of the options. We're not worried about having too many options. I'm guessing you don't have the thing here? She's like sort of like looking you all over.
No, it's not something that would be found in this shop.
Okay. And you're not kidnapping me?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
That's fair. That's a fair concern. I smart of you to ask that question.
Yeah.
And
where would you be taking me?
Well, it's more of, is there a place that we could maybe meet you tomorrow?
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't So this old magic that I speak of, we haven't really had a need to test it. That's part of the reason why it's untested.
Hmm.
And I would hate to test it on your lady first.
Well,
So
we can make sure
if
to
we
have
can,
people watching over her to protect her.
that would be good. But also why I want to meet tomorrow is, again, the opportunity to and the need to test it has not been presented, so we haven't done that. So the reason I say tomorrow is so we can go to our location that has this and test it a bit ourselves before we bring it to your lady.
Yes, that sounds great. I appreciate that. And how
What was
much
your
will
name,
it
dear?
cost? I'm Florence or Flossie.
Florence Flossie?
Yeah.
I'm Serafina.
Nice to meet you.
Cost is... I'm looking at Zarin at this point. I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
How much is your lady willing to spend for a good night's rest?
A lot. How much did you make on your last adventure?
What?
3,000 gold, right? Because everybody got 1,000, but you guys generously split it with me, so everybody got
That's right.
800.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, 3,000 divided 4 ways. Gold. 3,000 gold.
I mean, here's the thing. I shouldn't tell you that she'll pay that much, but she would. And I'm more worried about her being mad at me for not finding something than for her being mad at me for paying too much. So tomorrow, we could meet at the Avalon City Square.
Perfect.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah.
I guess,
Someplace nice, someplace public.
Avalon Quarters Square. It's like a little district, like right outside of Greeley. That's very nice. Yeah.
Rachel, you're so distracting with the cat. I love it. Tiny cat paws.
He doesn't even care. He's purring.
So we'll meet you there tomorrow, say 10 a.m.?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
I apologize that we don't have anything to give you at this moment to help. Again, I just worry for her safety, and I would prefer to test it, to run some tests before we introduce this old magic.
No, I understand. Yes, I do wish there was something for tonight because it's been a bit of time.
I mean, we could... I know you said that she didn't necessarily feel rested after the sleeping spell, but we could offer that for the evening to help her at least get some sleep.
Oh, she has some potions brewed for her to take that.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of all that we can do at the moment.
I understand. Yes, tomorrow, 10 a.m. at Avalon Square. I'll see you there.
See you there.
That's good.
What was her name again?
Lawrence, or Flossie,
Florence.
as is a nickname for the name Florence.
She's Flossie.
I turn and look at the group.
That's going to be interesting tomorrow.
You see Alara come back and you say, "Oh, was someone in here?"
Yes. They might potentially be back tomorrow.
Okay, that's good.
They weren't in the right spot, but if they don't find what they're looking for, they said they'd be coming back tomorrow.
Interesting. Good. You see her sort of like, even with like while you're answering, she looks a little distracted. You see she has a vial with like this little white dust in it. And she's like, I was able to get something off of the bowl, so maybe I can figure out how to make whatever it was that you were making.
That is good. It was like an ancient recipe, so if you have any ability to replicate, it is a very, very rare thing.
Do you have any notes on it, or do you know how much you used?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a recipe and stuff.
Yeah. If you, I need you to say.
We know where they live.
We don't know where their house is. We know they're in Greeley Estates.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I knew where they live.
I didn't think you did, but
Like their specific house?
Yeah.
You could probably pick it out if you were inside of there.
Yeah, like I feel like I do know where they live. That's why it didn't cross my mind. It's just the fact that it's like a gated community.
Uh-huh.
So I can't get in unless
Sneak in.
Unless I sneak in, which is what I was gonna say, motherfucker.
Or, if you happen to see somebody that can go in and out very easily because they're a servant and nobody gives a fuck about servants and can disguise self as that person.
Unfortunate, but true.
I have disguised self. I've thought of this.
It's in the plans.
Is in the plans unleashing Lethargos on the very family that contained him to begin with? Did nobody else get the irony in that?
Yeah.
Oh no, I did. I'm just trying to figure out a way.
I did it! Until just now.
I did.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Listen, if magical sleep if the sleep spell doesn't work on the bitch, then I don't know what else to try, and we have sleep stuff at our disposal.
And it would just be the worst.
I wonder if that's like tied to if it was like a reverse curse on the family. Like when Lethargos died, they got cursed to not be able to have sleep.
I did kind of have that thought because that's why when she said that it started a little while ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were talking to the shopkeep.
Yes, I think we have the recipe that we had found in these notes that I give her that we found. We had like the notes from the forest like ages ago.
Yeah.
I think some of the reagents are not able to be found here, but you might find some sort of like synthetic substitute. I don't know how these things work.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that because I definitely don't have some of these things. Thank you so much, though. I'll keep researching.
And yeah, I think unless anyone else wanted to pick up like any sort of medicine or ointments or creams, she's very good for not as much like the I got stabbed in the gut with a sword, but I have this like rash that won't go away. She's very good at that. So if you have any sort of things like that need taken care of, I would highly recommend asking for that help. Anyone with a rash
Yes,
that won't go away?
No, I do not have eczema, Zarin.
Or maybe your hair
That's
is
nice.
not as vibrant as it once was.
Yes, Zarin, my hair is not as vibrant as it once was.
I think my hair looks just fine. Thanks, Zarin.
I was not.
What?
Oh, of course.
I guess better than I rolled earlier.
Kurik, Ophelia, and Seraphina, you all feel this like gust of cold air shoot out of Glorbin's workshop in the back and like funnel down the hallway and hit you. And Seraphina, you do see some like snowflakes flutter into the hallway.
Oh, pretty.
Don't like that.
You
This
good
thing's
back there?
crazy! Yeah, this thing's crazy!
I mean, we told you it came from something crazy, so
Yeah. That was really cool, but I'm gonna be more careful now.
Please,
you
dude.
probably should have been careful to begin with.
I thought I was.
Understandable. Maybe wear some gloves if you're not.
Yeah, goggles too.
Yeah.
Also good.
No
Yeah.
proper PPE, no OSHA.
But yeah, I think that's everything we had here.
Yeah.
Unless we want to try and steal the journal, or
He has the journal on him.
that doesn't preclude what I said.
I don't think we're there.
Did you have a fun little jaunt, Zarin?
There he goes.
There he
Was
goes
there
again.
anything else that we needed to look into?
I don't think
Don't think so. We got away into the quiver, which is what I wanted to go see the cult about.
Kind of.
Eh.
Yeah, I think Seraphina and Ophelia need to talk to Calliope now.
Yeah, you head back to Zarin's swanky house, as it is called.
What time of day is it?
Sunset, dusk.
Not gonna do that plan then.
Hey, what is up, my guy? I say as I approach the bed.
What? What is this? What's happening?
So, we may have a potential pillow job for you.
I sit on the bed.
That's not how I want my work to be referred to.
How would you? I didn't mean to offend.
Seraphina holds up her hand to Ophelia. There's a woman that is having trouble sleeping.
Oh, perfect.
And they have tried many means of many magical means to try and get her to sleep. And nothing helps in the way that is being wanted.
I see what you're saying. You need my help.
I'm not
You
going
said
to
it.
lie to you, Calliope.
Wellity.
How the turns have tabled.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Calliope. I am nervous about giving someone the help that you provide with your pillows because of where it stems from, where your magic stems from.
A demon.
I know. Yes. Exactly. Really hit the nail on the head with that one.
Uh-huh. Pretty cool, I know.
How has this is above table?
Uh-huh.
How is in the time that like we've been back from this trip? How often? Like I imagine Calliope doesn't seem as like lethargic as she did in the Pearl.
Uh-huh.
Now.
Yeah,
Has
a little
she,
bit
like,
less.
has she been like up and doing things besides just like sleeping all day? Does she spend all day in bed? Like what's her like day-to-day activities been?
If you have followed her around when she has like seldomly left the apartment, let's see. I
I'll
need
roll
you
a
to
stealth.
roll a stealth. Yeah, a stealth and a perception.
Rufio, hit F1.
F1.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, I was wondering what happened.
14 on stealth. No, that's sleight of hand. It's the
That's
same
sliding.
thing.
It's the same number. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then perception 21.
Yeah. Calliope would not have been looking actively for someone following her. So you beat her passive perception because she doesn't care. Yeah, you would have seen her go to let's see. You would see that she does seem to have a little pattern that she goes in where in the like when she wakes up, she usually makes herself some food and then goes back to sleep for a bit. And then she will go down to the market where she seems to like get a drink and talk to a couple people. The one person you would have seen her talk to the most would be this little girl.
Sorry, I'm laughing because that's like dream 13-year-old Cheryl right
Big moon.
Like looking
Yeah.
in a mirror of what I wish I looked like at 13 when I was 13.
It's also Dream 13-year-old Rufio.
I think it reaches all of us except maybe Rick.
It wasn't a phase.
Yeah, you can very tell that the little girl thinks Calliope is very cool.
Do the
So cool and emo. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So she goes to like the food mart and then she comes back home and that's kind of like it for her.
No, she will also go to Astral Secrets and look around usually. And then come home.
And she doesn't get anything from Astro Secrets. Does she talk to the pretty shop owner? Do they interact?
I wouldn't call
At Astral
her
Secrets? Isolde?
pretty. She's like
Astral
an old lady.
Secrets, right? No, I'm thinking of I was just thinking of Fable. So she goes to
Fable.
Astral, right?
was
Does she
thinking that's-
drop off? Right, I got him flip flopped in my head. Does she drop off any of her pillows?
She would if there weren't people living with her in the house with her pillows.
I know that she can make them anywhere.
Oh, that's
so
true. Yeah, she could just plop them out.
She could just plop them out at Astral Secrets. Like I don't see her plopping them out at the food market, but if she's going to Astral Secrets,
yeah.
Because Isol was kind of into the whole pillow
roll
thing.
another perception.
I mean, we would just see them on the fucking shelves if they were selling
You would.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18.
You have not seen her throw out any pillows while on her journeys.
Okay.
And you have seen her talk to the alchemist in Isolde's shop, Arsene's.
And nobody seems to be like being influenced by her in any way or like acting. Cause like, let's say that I would have like followed her, a couple of days.
Yeah.
Like no one seems like influenced or acting differently after they've interacted with her.
Roll an insight.
Is that on this? That's not. That's intelligence saving throw. Don't fuck me, Gil. 15.
It's kind of hard to tell. It does seem like I mean, you would say it does seem like people around her do seem to be very like not super high energy in general, but you don't know these people that well to begin with, so it's hard to tell a little bit.
And also, birds of a feather kind of thing. So she, as someone that's not high energy, would seek out people that's not high energy. Okay. We can go back to Darren's house map now.
Darren's swanky house.
What?
While they're talking, Rufio, I want to take the stuffed animals and identify them.
Sure.
Smart.
Where are those?
So yes, because of where your magic comes from, Calliope, I'm not keen to just hand it out all willy-nilly.
Oh, I won't put them out like that. Oh well. Oh, I did put them out there. Or I did write the description on there. Yeah, so create new pile. Create new pile. Create new pile. I think I may not have. Oh, I did put it on the new wolf too. Yeah. Oh, while it's the stuffed animal, you can take a short rest in 10 minutes. You also regain 1 extra hit dice worth of health.
That's a lot of attunements.
Oh, you remembered. The attunement just means that I need you to spend time with it.
I know.
There's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. That's fine.
Yeah.
You continue with the scene.
Yeah.
So, that being said, can I sleep with one of your pillows tonight?
Sure. Which color do you want?
Dark purple.
Do you want a fresh one?
Yes.
You see her, she kind of like stretches and like yawns and then like falls backward on her bed, and this like lush, luxurious, dark, rich purple pillow like just spawns underneath her. And then she picks it up and holds it out for you.
I take it. Thank you. Shit, I had something else I was gonna say. I don't remember what it was.
Anybody else?
Here's the thing, Serafino. This is not Zarin, because Zarin doesn't feel comfortable doing this at all. But consider the difference between selling someone something that solves their problem forever versus selling them something that solves their problem once. That you can keep selling to them. Why make a pillow that gives restful sleep when you can make a potion that gives restful sleep.
A hamburger that makes
that
restful
you're
sleep.
the only source of.
Because Calliope doesn't make potions.
She could fucking try.
But that does raise a good point. Calliope, does the magic on your pillows dissipate?
I don't know. I don't think so. She like looks around for like the first one she made and like holds it up and like holds it out to you. Is it, what do you think? If you want to do like an arcana to check it between yours and the new one and the old one.
I guess I'll do that because I don't have detect magic. I looked at taking detect magic. I don't have it. So
I'm gonna say alternatively, one of us could always use the old pillow and see if it still works.
But like that's not necessarily what I'm going for here because like we don't have the time to fully do a control.
That's fair.
Controlled testing, as it were. So, but yeah, I'll do an Arcana check.
Sure.
23.
Yeah, they feel the same to you. The magic feels just as strong in the old pillow.
But nobody slept on them. This is Sherilyn talking. Nobody has slept on them. So maybe... I mean, the only way to see is... to fucking do it.
I could make you a bed just for the night.
I'm okay. I have a bed.
Okay.
Thank you, though. We're just going the pillow route.
Okay.
Hack. Listen, here's the thing, guys. There's a red button that Rufio has been wanting us to push, and he's making us push the red button.
Yeah.
That's the situation that we're in right now.
I'm not making you do anything.
This is the DM exercising their control.
Yep, 100%.
You guys hiding your magical sleep pillows from everyone.
Because they might be dangerous.
I'll identify one of the pillows, Rufio.
Okay.
Just to see what it says.
Yeah, I probably should have thought of that.
Spent money on the fucking spell. I'm gonna goddamn use it.
Yeah, no. Gosh, how would us that spell? How would it? Because it's not like, yeah, it's. Yeah, it would definitely show up as an enchantment, I suppose, and it would cause drowsiness and induce sleep. Would it? Like, I guess what you're just looking for really to see if it says anything about being influenced by Calliope's power. And it would probably mention a risk of that, like either saves at some point or like, like use over time, making it more likely to happen.
Yeah.
Even if it's like roll a D100 each time that you are influenced, like starts at 1%, goes up by 1 every time it's successfully hit. That type of thing.
Yeah, you don't have to use that 100 times or anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I don't like it.
I don't either, but somebody has to. What other option do we have? We have access to sleepy time. And somebody who we need to get into their place and get in their good graces that needs our help with sleepy time.
Right, but what if it does not go as we think it will?
That's why I intend on sleeping on it tonight.
But if it is not if it is more gradual situation that can cause problems, then it is not likely that it would show up with one sleep. That is, my thought. And for instance, say we give her this pillow tomorrow. The next day she goes on her month and a half long vacation, and what happens if after a month something happens, and now when they return it is our heads on the block? Because if something like that happens, then I think then we don't have the funds or capital here to argue anything against this family. They are in a different realm than we are.
I mean, what are our other options, Aaron? I'm all ears. I just can't think of any other ones.
I mean, the other option is that we... there are two options. One is that we wait for them to get back from their vacation, and then we deal with it then and go and see if we can talk to them like we were planning on. The other option is a sense of being upfront about these powers that it is enacting, the risk that it is entailing. And
I mean, I had intended when we give them the pillow tomorrow and telling them the risk that is of the old magic that it's connected to. I just didn't want to tell them of the old magic in the shop where anybody could walk in.
Except for the fact that you said old magic like 8 times.
Old magic is old magic. I didn't want to tell them the specifics of the old magic, of who it's tied to. Kitty.
I love tuxies.
He's a very good boy.
I also, like I said before, I am interested to know when this problem started. Because it is possible that it is tied to what we did in the Pearl. But that is hard when we cannot get this person to admit the name of who her employer is.
Did you not recognize the symbol?
Yes, but we don't want to go and be like, "Hey, you work for the Swiftclovers, don't you? Hi." You know that is not. That is uncouth, as it is.
Right, I agree. But what are you meaning when we don't know who her employer is? Like, what is the...
From their perspective, we don't know. So we cannot be like, hey, listen, we found this book, and in this book, one of your employer's ancestors locked away this great evil, and then we went and killed this evil, and I'm thinking that maybe when we killed it, some sort of tie to your family, your employer's family, was enacted, and that is why they cannot sleep. Like, I want to know this, but it is hard to navigate to that socially, yes?
I mean, when we killed it, we didn't know about the connection. We can be honest with that, and the honesty and the fact that we want to try and help them fix the problem that we've created, potentially.
With the same power that their family was sought to imprison? I know there's not a good solution here.
I feel like everything I say, you're just going against me, Theron.
No, no one else is arguing against it, so it is my duty to argue against it. Because
sometimes you don't have to argue.
No, but you have to discuss. That is all I'm saying. If there is, if there is perhaps other avenues that we have not considered or possible complications that may occur, I feel like it is our duty to bring those up instead of ignoring them or not worrying about them.
Had it intended on just saying, like, here's the pillow, lay on it and sleep. Like, planned it on letting him know about the risk. Do I feel any different sitting on Jaliope's bed?
I mean, you feel pretty sleepy. You would be, pretty quickly be getting sleepy. Calliope would like look at you and be, count back from 10.
No. Not gonna do that, Calliope.
Then you might want to stand up.
Thank you. And I stand up.
I mean,
again, we also to talk about the elephant in the room that's connected to this. We do have to figure out what we're doing with Calliope. No offense, Calliope, but we can't keep her in your house forever, Zarin. She needs guidance.
I agree, but is that related to this problem we are having right now, or no? I am not sure.
Well, Calliope is related to this problem that we're having right now. Maybe this is how we start figuring out what we can do to help her as well. She has connections with... Doesn't she have connections with this family? Hold the fuck up.
I mean, her family is very rich.
Yeah, but it's not Swiftquiver, I'm pretty sure, right?
No. They run the shops that were on this island initially and got to, like, control the port there.
But they're in the same area. Like their house is in the same area.
Yes, her family's house would be in Greeley.
Writing something about connection. Because I put like a bunch of stars around it with Calliope.
Oh, right. I'm the only one
Dusk
who's
Run?
looking at the map. Yes, Dusk Run.
Yeah, the Dusk Run family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, maybe we've made a mistake, and the reason that the lady of the house can't sleep is because we killed Lethargos and Calliope is outside of it now. And the whole reason that, that happens is because of a curse. Sure. But I can't just sit idly by with the potential to fix a problem when someone is in need of help.
I mean, if you think that this is the best way, then that is, I will support you.
I don't know if it's the best way, Zarin. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to think of a solution. Keurig, Ophelia, do you have any opinions? You've been awfully quiet.
I don't like any of this. No offense, Calliope. If we want to help, I think this is our only avenue.
I agree.
or we can just wait and break into their house. Whichever option is best for us. I'm happy to see either. Well, not happy. Either plan will work.
Unfortunately, they said they've tested all other means of sleep, so this is the best option. And if us killing Lethargos is the reason that she can't sleep and she's having nightmares and such, we might be obligated in our own way to help. I don't love the idea, but it's what we've got to do.
I have a very, 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 very insane idea.
I like insane.
So, one, the pillow is influenced by Lethargos magic. 2, Lethargos was contained and kept at bay by this pearl. 3, and he draws out a pearl longsword that he recovered from the rest area right before Lethargos from the Holy Man and the Lunar Magic God and all that bullshit. This seems to be made of similar materials and warding magic that the pearl was. And then I'm going to look to Serafina. And I believe you have something that can combine things together and sort of entangle their magical essences together, yes?
Yes. You're correct.
If we are able to utilize this magic and sort of entwine the two things together, it is possible that the protection of the pearl can extend and contain the Lethargos influence upon this pillow.
But does that stop the influence of being able to sleep?
I mean, I know as much of three items we've never used being put together as you do, but generally the idea behind the combination of the enchantments is that they retain their functionality. In this case, it would be retain the pillow's functionality and sort of use only the protection that the pearl imbues on it, but you know. That is my thought. You asked me for wizard plans, here's wizard plan. Fix it with magic. And I mean, there is an opportunity cost because we are using one of these very valuable gems to do it, and it might not work, but that would be I feel, if it works, would be the safest way to go about this.
How do we fuse them?
I mean, that is the catalyst that you hold. I am not certain.
No. I'm sorry. This is okay. Sherilyn talking.
Yeah.
You're talking about fusing a sword with a pillow?
Yes. Less a sword and more the material and enchantment, the like mild enchantment that is on the sword.
So taking the enchantment of the sword and the Thargos enchantment on the pillow and fusing the two of them together.
Yeah, basically siphoning the enchantment of the sword or into the pillow, which is a little bit outside the scope of what the item itself says it can do, but also I don't think Rufio thought of this use for it when he made the item. And you're muted.
No, that's a very clever use that is definitely outside of the written range of it.
Yeah, but you get where I'm going for.
Uh-huh.
And that would give us one pillow that is
one
perhaps
pillow.
3, which is all that we need right now.
I mean, yeah. I suppose we can try that.
Yeah, I mean,
it sounds like a slightly safer option. I mean, I feel like the best way to know. Excuse me. I feel like the best way to know if it works though is to have a regular pillow and an infused pillow.
I mean, if the pillow, the resultant pillow that comes out is usable and still works, I think it. I mean, we were gonna give her the other pillow anyways, so might as well.
Say again, my brain did not comprehend what you were trying to say there.
If the experiment is a success, then we give her this pillow because it cannot be worse than the pillow that we would have given her regardless.
Yes, but what Seraphina is saying is that we need to test subjects.
Okay.
Someone needs to sleep on a non-double fusion enchanted pillow. And someone needs to sleep on the fusion enchanted pillow. Because how are we going to know if there's any difference?
I agree with Seraphina.
As in, how are we going to know if the fusion actually worked?
Yeah.
If we don't test the two different types of pillows that we have in our possession.
My argument is that the thing we are trying to remove, the negative part of it, we won't be able to figure out in the short term anyways.
Yes, but
if you're worried about
I'm
the
saying...
sleeping enchantment being destroyed, then yes, that is valid, but
I'm not worried about the sleeping enchantment. I'm more worried of, you keep saying long-term. This may not be a long-term thing. It may be one sleep on a pillow and it fucks you up. It's not fucking Calliope up because she's the fucking source of it.
Counterpoint, my argument there for it being long-term is from the Identify spell that I cast on it, which insinuated that it was a long-term effect, not a short-term effect. But I just got the spell today, so I don't know how accurate it is.
It is multiplicative, though.
Fair, but this was Sherilyn talking to Rick, not Sherilyn talking to Zarin.
Right. So the Identify.
I get it. You don't have to re-explain.
I mean, we can do it. We can still do the test. It fucking doesn't really matter. We're going to do that test anyways. It's just now we need a second person.
I don't care. This is
I can be the second
what
person.
Seraphina is putting forth. If we want to do the fusion thing, which I believe is a good idea, then let's do it. But I just am thinking that the only way to see if, again, okay, because we can't, because this is a short-term thing, we only get one night rather than a couple of nights, because we're meeting with Flossie tomorrow. I think you have to have your control when you're doing an experiment. And the control is the unfusion pillow. Looking at it from a alchemist standpoint, if we want to. But yeah, we can try to use the fusion core gem.
Yeah. That's my wizard plan.
Are they considered uncommon magic items, though? Because it say uncommon magic items.
I know we're stretching this a bit. It really
No, the pillow is not uncommon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it comes down to Rufio if he wants to let that be viable or not. Or how difficult he wants to make doing it.
I think that as you begin like trying to do it, you would find that it doesn't work.
Don't we have one that does rare items too?
2 uncommon.
There's a 3. I don't think it's rare though, because you guys don't have rare magic items enough yet to use it.
What's that?
Pirate medallion?
Where's they get the name? Is that yours?
Yeah, I bought it when we were gonna go to Pirate Weekend at the Ren Fair, but didn't do that.
I found the chain that I bought for it too. Okay, then that was a great 10, 15-minute argument for something that doesn't work.
So what color pillow, Kirk, what color pillow do you want?
I don't think Kuruk needs to sleep on a pillow. It's just gonna be me.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer, though.
Oh yeah, no problem. And custom pillows for any of you?
Wait.
Hmm?
This is Sherilyn, not Seraphina. I don't think I can be the test subject.
Half elf.
Magic
Magical
can't put me
sleep.
to sleep.
I can do it. I can be the test subject.
I hate that. Like, I don't. This is like, honest to God, this is like a shit plan. So like, I was
Yeah.
like, I'll bite the bullet. I'll be the one to, to push the red button. That's fine. But then I just remembered, I can't be put to sleep by magic. So it's not gonna work on me.
Kuruk will do it. It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I didn't even think of that, to be honest. So
Yeah. I literally just had that thought.
I
was
do
like,
not mind
oh,
Kuruk being the test
fuck.
dummy.
So what color then?
I got a nice purple.
I'll take the purple. It reminds me of one of my moms.
How many moms do you have?
2 moms and my parent. So 3 parents.
I see. I didn't know that's how Dragonborn worked.
I was adopted.
Makes even more sense. Okay.
And Kirk's gonna reach and take the pillow from Seraphina.
Let me know how it works.
Of course.
Seraphina is like full, like just like this at the fact that she herself forgot that this has no effect. So I wouldn't have even been feeling anything by sitting on the bed.
I mean, you wouldn't fall asleep. You could still feel sleepy.
Yeah, I could still feel sleepy, but it wouldn't put me to sleep.
You'd just be like, oh man,
I'm tired.
Yeah. And then feel better when you get up.
I feel so goddamn dumb, guys.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Oh.
At least I remembered before we went to bed.
Yeah.
Before we did everything. We've been like, yeah, it had no effect on me. Like, I feel great. Give it to a human.
Yeah. Just gonna go to his corner.
To his corner. Correct. That's a sad thing to say.
I mean, Calliope can make you a bed.
No, I'm okay. Let's not overdo it. Let me test the pillow first.
That's fair.
And I'm used to sleeping on the floor. Kind of a thing for me. Beds are too soft.
I guess we're going to bed.
Well, Kirk's just getting out of the way.
I forgot to put the table.
Yeah, but Zarin left.
True.
Yeah, but he went to the kitchen.
No, he's upstairs. He's got a little +10.
I see.
Yeah.
Ophelia's gonna chill next to Kirk, just in case.
Appreciate that. Do you want, before I go to bed, would you like me to get some dirt for you so you can be comfortable?
A handful. Like your handful, not my handful.
Yeah, I figure. So Kirk's gonna run outside, get like a handful of dirt, and that's fine. Put it in a pouch for her so it's like contained. So Zarin doesn't get mad. And he's gonna bring the dirt out back in for Ophelia to get comfortable in.
I'm gonna crawl into the pouch and like cinch it up at my neck. So I'm just I'm just in an Ophelia sleeping bag.
Kirk's just trying to keep dirt off the floor so Zarin doesn't get mad, and it created honestly one of the greatest things is just the dirt sleeping bag.
Good night, Kirk.
Night. And Kirk's gonna put the pillow behind him and lean back against it to sleep.
And you all think I'm the weird one. And she just sort of like gets comfy in her big bed with all of her blankets and pillows.
I turn in my sleeping bag, offended. And I'm sleeping. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but
yeah,
a watchful sleep. I'm alert.
Kirk's got the magical pillow, so he's probably already out cold.
Yeah, Kirk.
I'm scared.
Yeah, roll a D100 for me.
Well.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'll let you know in the morning.
I'm scared.
Seraphina's gonna knock on Zarin's door.
Yes.
She's gonna open it, but stay. Or I guess he's opening it. You were over there. She'll open it, but like stay in the doorway, kind of lean against it. Hi.
Yes, Serafina?
I feel like I made a dumb plan.
Come on. Why do you think this?
Because I made a plan without talking to everyone first.
I mean, we did not have time when the lady was in the shop. Like, there was not time for discourse there.
Yeah, and there wasn't time for discourse when we were talking to Izanami when I told her that we wanted the audience with Vladimir, and that kind of backfired on us too. So I'm not really doing too great on the talking.
Stop. How do you think that backfired on us?
Well, she got away.
Do you think it would have been different if we had tried to go in there when they knew we were coming anyways? I feel like it would have gone just as the same or worse. Regardless, the outcome of that series of events is unknown. You cannot say that it would have been worse or better. The only thing we can do is make the best judgment we can at the time. And I think that was a fine play, or a fine idea. If I thought it was stupid, I would have told you so.
I suppose that's true.
I mean, yeah, if it is something that any of us think is ill-formed, I don't think any of us would hesitate to speak up and say, oh no, I think that this is a fool's errand or something like this.
Right. I suppose you're correct.
And for that matter, don't assume that just because any of us did not speak up that we were not already thinking of some plan or some course of action. And whatever it is that you proposed would be similar enough that it would accomplish the same goals. Yes.
Again, I suppose. Do you have wine in your room?
Lots of wine.
Listen, it was here when I moved in. Okay.
You don't partake?
It is probably very, very bad right now.
They say wine. They say things get better with age, though.
They also say wine turns to vinegar if it gets too old, so I don't think that is better.
Depending on the wine.
If you want to drink the vinegar, you can drink the vinegar. I don't care, but that is...
No, I just thought I was learning something interesting about our resident wizard. He has a wine rack in his room. He's a lush, but I guess not.
No, I have a chessboard now. I was going to say I have a chessboard in the bathroom, it looks like, but that's not what that is. It's like soap or something. No, like I said, I hadn't felt the need to remove it yet. It looks pretty. It is like, you know, I've got this big open floor and I needed something on the walls, so... The bookshelves are too heavy to carry up here, is really what it is. I didn't want to carry the bookshelves up the stairs to bring it in here, so...
I mean, I'm sure you could ask Kurik for some help. I don't think he would mind. Do you not have, like, some spells that could help, too?
We have more pressing matters than my home decor.
Sorry for trying to make light of the situation that I feel bad of.
Like I said, I don't think you should feel bad, but... I also don't think that me saying that will actually change how you feel. So, but trust me when I say that. I promise you, if you say or plan a stupid thing, I will be the first to tell you this is a stupid thing. How about that? I will always promise you that.
You can Never mind. Have a good night, Theron.
Always.
Hmm?
You like motions.
Ollie, I swear to fucking God. Serafina sits in the chair, sits in her room for a bit before she goes to bed, just thinking over what has transpired in today, the last couple of days. Pulls out a journal to kind of like write a little bit about kind of like what she's thinking. And then she goes to bed.
Sure thing.
Ollie sleeps on the bed, on the pillow next to her.
Good Ollie. Yeah. Y'all sleep through the night very well. Kirk, a bit heavy sleeping in the morning. Ophelia, you notice that like you wake up a little bit before Kirk, and that doesn't generally happen. As Kirk seems to still be like sleeping and like very comfortable despite being on the floor, like one arm under the pillow with the head on it, like.
Can you hear me? Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if I turned it off or on at that point. But he looks like okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up and pat his cheek anyways.
Does that do anything? Will that wake him up?
Roll a perception with disadvantage.
Okay.
Control. I can do this.
There we go. How do I roll with disadvantage again?
I'll hold control when you click.
Okay, I think I have. You said perception?
Yeah.
Oof.
Ophelia, you're trying to be polite. You're not slapping that hard, but Kirk's just sort of sleeping through it.
I'm gonna slap harder.
Okay. You wake Kirk up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
He rubs his eyes and is just like, how long was I out?
All night.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a good bit over air. You feel incredibly well rested. You feel like you need like a big like yawn and stretch, but like you feel good.
Yeah, no. So Kirk just kind of does the whole full body stretch on the ground. It's like, that is probably the best night's sleep I've had in a very long time.
Yeah, you were hard to wake up, but I'm glad you're good.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got it.
Thank you for waking me up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, genuinely.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll always make sure. Well, unless there's certain scenarios, I'll make sure you wake up.
Well, yeah. I would expect nothing less of you.
Thank you.
Except that
Kirk's
last
gonna stretch
time.
again.
The last time you fall asleep, she's not gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's permanent, if you die, and it's your time, it's time for you to go. But we'll talk to Autopter when it comes to that.
So Kirk stretches again and gets up. He stands up and kind of shakes his head to focus himself in.
Ophelia rolls a religion check before every revive to make sure Otoptra's cool with it.
Yes.
I mean, yes. Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't
from
want
an
to do
RP
anything.
point, that tracks.
That's her.
Oh man, poor everyone else.
I imagine it to be like Titus from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, where he's like,
How'd you sleep?
It was a pretty good night's sleep. Ophelia did have some difficulty waking me up, but I feel good, rested.
No, like extra sleepiness, like you could just like go right back to sleep if you tried.
Not that I notice.
Okay. Want some coffee?
Always. Is that a question?
Take out the craft of endless coffee and
The best item in this game.
so I guess we're doing this?
I guess we have no choice. I think it's a solid plan. Feels off, but it's solid for now.
Right. I think I don't know.
You're muted, Rufio.
Jalopy wakes up when she smells the coffee.
I pour her some.
Yay. Make a perception when you walk over to her bed to pour her some.
Fucking shit. I literally was thinking, I was like, does Jalopy look any different?
oh no.
23.
Jalopy doesn't look any different, but you do see this little bunny next to her, another stuffed animal that she's made.
It's got daggers!
I love the little dagger bunny. Oh my god. Like of a
I need
table. Like
it!
I love it.
I feel like Seraphina needs it as well. Not just Sherilyn. That's a cute bunny.
Yeah, it's for Fern, she says as she takes a sip.
Who's Fern?
The little girl that I've been talking to at the market. She really likes bunnies.
And daggers?
Yeah, she likes stealing stuff.
How old is Fern?
I don't like 13.
I want to meet her.
Okay, I guess you can come with me.
Maybe not today,
Okay.
but I want to meet a little thief who likes bunnies that have daggers. So nothing about Jalopy or her bed or anything looks different other than the bunny?
Correct.
Plus, having fucking advantage, because that first die was a 1.
Yeah.
I would have missed the bunny.
Well, do we want to pick up here next time?
Yeah, I think that would be
Yeah.
Yeah.
good. Going to go meet with Flossie.
Flossie.